Welcome back to the Haunted Shelf. My name's Heather, and I have a terrifying thing to do. You wanna know what it is? Come along. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, it's time for ARC August. I'm taking part in a readathon for ARC August. I'm going to Darkmoor Academy, which is being hosted by Vanessa at Read with Dr. B. So the idea is get your advanced reader copies, advanced listener copies, early reading copies, and read them and review them and shout them from the rooftops. I, as you've seen recently in other videos, have gone through and tried to bump up my my NetGalley review ratio. It's meant to be around 80. I am currently sitting at 53, which is not good. The readathon, competitive, read arcs. Hello puppy. I have a dog who's in here today. Give me a second. So let's see what we've got going on. So as this is a competitive readathon, I am going to be taking part in my team. My team is going to be the Ivory Illusionists, and each team gets points. 2 bonuses. So my bonuses are new to me authors, which is great because I think quite a few of my arcs are new to me readers. The only one that isn't is I have the second 2 books in the Last Druid series by the ever wonderful and talented Natasha Madden on my arc list, and I also do have her Why Choose Dragon novella I need to get to. They're also in my mix, they're just not on NetGalley. And if any of the titles of my books have magic, dreams, shadows, secrets, illusions, or deception, or any variation of those words, so like magical, dreaming, deceiving, I get extra points. So each of those would get me 25 points. And then there is the general points. So each page read accumulates, or listened, accumulates to 1 page, unless it's manga, comics, graphic novels, or children's books. If there is more books, more pictures on the page than words, you have that. But then the bonus points you get just for simply finishing a book, you'll get 25 points. For submitting a review, you get 25 points. If there is LGBTQI plus representation, you get 50 points. If it has BIPOC rep, you get another 50 points. If it also is now in publication and out in the world, but you still got it through NetGalley, it counts. Or if you received the ARC prior to the publication and it was 3 years ago, they still count, which is great. So the idea is that you can do attacks, so you can corrupt the other teams, or you can influence your own team. I don't know which one I'm doing. I also do have the wonderful Monica from On Monica's Shelf and Ivy from Ivy the Geek Goddess as my team hosts. There is also social media prompts and points you can get from following on Instagram and TikTok and such. And each week there is going to be a Secret Society challenge. Don't know what they are, we'll be excited. And there is the Darkmoor Dash, which is going to be the last weekend of August. Really ramp up the books, but it's only books that are started in that. I'm going to read through, and DNFs do count apparently. As long as you got to the 35% mark in the book, then you count. I'm going to quickly just run through the books I have to get to. I'm not going to get to all of these, as I said. My aim is to try and get to like a third of them, so about 8. So I have Mothman Is My Boyfriend by Michaela Cole, Swiftonomics by Misty E. Higgins, They Called Them Witches by India Rose Darren, The Wolf, The Crown, and The Crown of Blood by Elizabeth May. I'm pretty sure I'm on the waitlist at the library for the audiobook for this, but I got the ebook. The Death Meets Cute. Then we've got The Demon of Beladosh, which is a graphic novel. An Arcane Inheritance by Kalim Cole. I am on the waitlist for the audiobook from the library that will come on in during August. The Forest of Missing Girls, The Lavender Blade, which I know is historical fiction. Bedtime Story by... The Lavender Blade by E.L. Dreads. Bedtime Story by C.M. Moon. The Glowing Hours by Leila Swakundi. The A Rather Vengeful Accord, which is the book 1 in the Hallowed Game duology by Danielle Knight. I'm pretty sure I actually have this from the library currently, I just haven't started it. A Vow of Vengeance by Jacqueline Rodriguez, and the one that has been sitting there and I am terrified of, I know it has also been picked up, and that is Blood and Betrayals by Jeanette Rose and Alexis Rune. So they sound terrifying to me because I know that's like a 1,000-page book. So it might slow down the progress, or I might just make that like the book I've got to try and get to over the course of the entire month. We've got Teenage Girls Can Be Demons, Celestial Academy Essential. Teenage Girls Can Be Demons by Hailey Piper. Celestial Academy Essence by Olivia Queen Among the Dead by Leslie Livingston. Selfless by Aviva. I know that I can access the audiobook now for this via the library. Classic Monsters Unmade by Kim Newman. The Kingless Crown by Sarah Cabot. And True Loaf by A. Austin Johnson. So some of those are also like archived and I forgot to download them. So that's where this comes into fun. I am also going to be doing a spinning wheel of what I'm going to be picking. I also am taking part in the Hardest Reading Challenge You'll Ever Do series by QWordy. So if I can get any of those to tick off any of my other options, I think I might do that in the Herkyard mashup square, because one of them is a readathon, so I think I will just tick that off with this and see what other ones I could do. If you've read any of these and really recommend I get to them, awesome. If you think you would like to buddy read any of them with me, let me know and I will pop up, because if I can get audiobooks, I will be doing that as well as ebook reading. But until next time, let's use our voices to promote positive change in the world. Sorry, the dog is very grumbly today. So let's use our voices to promote positive change in the world. Thank you and bye-bye.